Charles snubs Camilla before the coronation in order to reconcile with Harry. The top position will be vacant. Hello friends, and welcome to the breaking royal news about the notorious hypocritical couple Harry and Meghan Markle on our Kate Middleton and the Queen News version 2 channel. An insider has claimed that there is still a lot of hope for the Duke of Sussex, despite the King reportedly not being willing to accept harsh criticisms of Camilla. Prince Harry discussed his strained family ties in his book, concentrating especially on his brother Prince William and father King Charles III. In Spare, he displayed an uncommon level of candour by describing intimate encounters and exchanges with members of the royal family, as well as providing a glimpse into the daily life inside the palace. His admissions came amid rumours about the King's willingness to put up with Harry's persistent complaints. And many believe that the Duke of Sussex's repeated attacks on Queen Camilla has crossed a limit. One royal source, nevertheless, has claimed that Harry shouldn't be written off and that there is still a chance for him and his father to get along. The King and Arthur Edwards, who is the son's longtime royal photographer, have a particular bond since Edward has documented the King's work for over 50 years. He appeared as a guest on an edition of Hello Magazine's A Right Royal podcast last month, and said there is still a lot of hope for Harry in his conversation with hosts Andrea Camano and Emmy Griffiths. When asked, Ms. Camano said, "Many people I've seen have said that perhaps Prince Harry's treatment of Camilla in the book and the writing of what he wrote about her mark the end of the road. Do you believe that it is accurate given your knowledge of him, King Charles?" Mr. Edwards retorted, saying, "It is his child. It is his son at the end of the day. I believe he will attempt to maintain some sort of relationship with him and won't entirely cut him off. Who can predict what will occur in California, though?" He went on to say, "Harry used to be rather busy around here when he was the prince of the realm, but I have no idea what he does now. Perhaps he spends all day feeding the chickens or walking the dogs. I still, though, have a lot of faith in him. I wouldn't give up on Harry. I think he is having a really difficult time right now." The photographer's remarks were only made a few weeks after Harry's frank autobiography was out. According to revelations in the book, he and his brother implored their father not to wed Camilla after their mother, Princess Diana of Wales, died in a tragic car accident. In his book, Harry refers to the Queen Consort as the other woman. He also said that they would not be able to obstruct their father's connection with Camilla. The book said that Charles had made an effort to win his children over before requesting that the public accept his former lover. Harry equated his first encounter with his future stepmother to receiving an injection. Harry also mentioned Camilla's purported affinity with the media, implying that the former Duchess of Cornwall sacrificed him in order to enhance her public image. The Duke described Camilla as follows in his interview with Anderson Cooper on 60 Minutes. "She needed to improve her reputation because she was the bad guy and a third party in the marriage. Camilla needed to improve her reputation, and due to the ties she was establishing inside the British press, it made her hazardous. With a family based on hierarchy and her on the path to becoming the Queen Consort, there was an open readiness on both sides to exchange information. And as a result, it was certain that there would be persons or bodies left in the street." Since then, it has been claimed that the Duke violated Charles's line by disparaging Camilla. According to an insider, Harry spared Charles, but because of his attacks on the Queen Consort, this has very little meaning. It was said, before he began these interviews, Harry was aware that his wife was his red line. Another unidentified source stated earlier this month, Charles's line is Camilla. Harry is aware that Charles could cut the cord if he treats her badly. Mr. Edwards questioned Harry's criticism of Camilla, even if he believes that there is still a lot of hope for Harry and his connections with the royal family. He stated, Harry is a wonderful person. Harry's tours, which I covered, were fantastic, entertaining, and just outstanding. Every morning you could count on seeing a picture, and it would be something very brilliant and in the newspaper. And he would have helped with it, since he was aware that he was doing so. He used to say, my major responsibility is to assist you folks in obtaining this thing, and he would follow through on that promise. Then he berated Camilla for carrying out the same action when in fact Camilla was attempting to assist. Our queen is amazing. You go on a job with her. She genuinely goes above and beyond to assist you. And I have nothing but the utmost respect for Camilla and Charles as a couple. Some have speculated that Harry and Meghan Markle will not be invited to the King's coronation, which is scheduled for May the 6th. This is because of Harry's remarks. Early rumours of prospective peace negotiations were shot down by individuals close to Camp Sussex, and there has been no indication that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex want to return to the United Kingdom for the big day. Before Charles is crowned, reconciliation discussions, according to royal correspondent and Finding Freedom co-author Omid Scobie, are unlikely to take place. In a recent Royally Obsessed podcast episode, he said the following, I actually heard from palace sources that there is no truth to the rumour that Charles may be the catalyst for a moment of reconciliation. And some of the other royal correspondents that I have spoken to have also confirmed this. They expressed shock that the rumour had spread because no conversation has ever gone that far. They believed that it could be more of a projection of how those close to the royal family believe things will turn out, rather than being based on anything that family members have privately stated. On the Sussex's side, I am aware that they are undoubtedly unaware of any talks of that nature. And in my opinion, the situation is still quite fluid. Some family members might need a little wake-up call after this incident, but I also believe that Harry will continue to infuriate people for some time. Because I believe that tempers need to fray and simmer down, I thought it was almost a rose-tinted perspective for Harry to seek reconciliation so soon after this book. Meanwhile, Phil Dampier, a royal novelist, stated to express.co.uk, Prince Harry has crossed a boundary with his vicious assaults on the Queen Consort, dashing all prospects of a reunion with his father, despite the King's repeated statements that the one thing he will never tolerate is criticism of Camilla. How do you think Charles will handle pleasing both Harry and Camilla? Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments section below. We hope you have found this video helpful. Do not forget to leave a like, share and subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying it. Now thank you for watching this newsletter. Goodbye and see you in the next videos.